I have been wanting to make this video for a really long time, and basically I'm just gonna give my opinion on Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And it's been a big topic in the community. It's been a very divisive thing. People are on one side or another on this, and people are really conflicted. It's a big thing right now that's going on. So I'm not gonna edit this video. I'm just gonna say everything from the top of my head, and I might miss a lot of stuff. I might not say some things correctly, but that's okay, because I just want this to be natural and give you guys my honest opinion on what I think about these games. And again, this is my opinion, so if you guys think differently, then that's because you think differently, and that's your opinion. So anyway, initially from what I seen on Twitter, a lot of people were comparing Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon to other games. This usually happens when a new game comes out, a new Pokemon game comes out. The difference with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is that in recent times, we've seen a change for the better. Instead of getting an enhanced version, we got a sequel last time this happened in Black 2 and White 2. That's what people initially compared Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon to. So some people would say, oh, Black 2 and White 2 was way better than Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And for me, I agree with that. I agree with that because there is it's an actual sequel. If you play Black 2 and White 2, you can play Black and White and still have fun with Black and White because it's a completely different experience. If you play Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, it makes Sun and Moon obsolete. You can play Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and not play Sun and Moon and be completely okay. But Black 2 and White 2 is a completely different thing. And I know that at this point I'm comparing Black 2 and White 2 to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and vice versa. And that's what people, stopped doing. People were like, okay, wait, you can't compare Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon to Black 2 and White 2 because Black 2 and White 2 were sequels and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are enhanced versions. And that's the problem. They shouldn't be enhanced versions. They should be sequels or something else. Because we were already past the enhanced version stuff. With Platinum, that was the end. We got sequels with Black 2 and White 2, and that's the reason why a lot of people didn't mind them bringing two versions for that. But now, we have Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which are the so-called enhanced versions, but at the same time, not only are they the enhanced versions, but Game Freak and the Pokemon Company decided to release two copies of an enhanced version. And I know some of you guys think, oh, that doesn't really affect you in the slightest because you can just buy one and not buy the other. But hey, if I only buy one and I don't buy the other, then I'm just out of luck because the other version has all these other exclusives that I am not going to have anymore. So I am supposed to pay for two games that are basically the same to get every single thing that I could possibly want in one game. And I'm talking about it from the consumer's point of view because I know you guys probably think, oh, you can just use PK Hex. You can trade these around. It doesn't matter. You can get everything just like that, And that's true. You can do that if you want to. But what about, everybody who doesn't do that? What about the people who just want to play the game? They have to buy another version and play through Sun and Moon basically again. There's very, very few changes in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So not only do we have to play one version, one Ultra version, we have to play a second Ultra version. And it's just, it's not fair. When people realized that they couldn't win the argument that, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon wasn't better than Black 2 and White 2, that's when they started saying, oh no, you can't compare it to Black 2 and White 2. Those are sequels. Compare it to Platinum. Well, I think, this is my opinion. It doesn't, it's your opinion could be different. Platinum, to me, is still better than Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and not because of, the region or anything like that. It's because Platinum brought more to the table, in my opinion. When we look at the differences, you can obviously judge this for yourself. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon brought us new music. It's very few pieces of new music, but they brought us new music. Okay, we got some different totems, as opposed to, Platinum brought us redesigned gyms, completely redesigned gyms, and even a different trajectory of how you progress through the game. There was a slight difference. But, and even from the get-go in Platinum, there was a completely different environment. Everything was snowy. The Sinnoh region had changed entirely because of all this snow. So, everything was different just from the get-go. In Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, you come out of your house, everything is the same. There is no difference there whatsoever. Okay, so let's look at Mantine Ride. We also have Mantine Ride in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. In Platinum, I'd say that the equivalent of that would be the new Wi-Fi Plaza. In the Wi-Fi Plaza, we had mini games and and things like that. In Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, we got 5 new Pokemon and 3 new forms. In Platinum, we got 7 new Pokemon forms. The majority of them were Rotom forms, but we did get 7 new forms. And we didn't get any new Pokemon because with enhanced versions back then, that never happened. We never got new Pokemon unless it was a brand new generation. So it almost seems like, with Sun and Moon, they meant to hold back some new Pokemon so that they could release them in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, because we also got a new mythical Pokemon in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which is an enhanced version. And that's kind of crazy because mythical Pokemon especially are just released with the brand new generation. And I know that we're in actually back in the day there were data miners as well, but now even more so, I guess they've realized it more because of Twitter and all this stuff. We're all more connected, so the Pokemon company might have seen these data miners and paid more attention to them, and now they're like, oh no, we can't release all the mythical Pokemon, we gotta save some surprises, let's put them in an enhanced version. That might be what's going on, but I really don't know. Like I said, I'm not, I don't know all the ins and outs of everything, so I'm just guessing with some of these things. But the fact still remains, in my opinion, that Platinum brought more to the table than Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. What was introduced in Platinum that is in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and almost every single Pokemon game since Platinum? Looker. Looker is in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Platinum introduced Looker, one of the major characters now that shows up every once in a while, just as a cameo or something like that. Platinum had the Distortion World, okay? So the Distortion World was this crazy thing that made complete use of the DS's power to bring us an experience inside the world of Giratina. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they had Ultra Megalopolis, or was that the name? Ultra Megalopolis, right? And it was this small area where you just walked ahead and it was a long staircase, a really long staircase up to Necrozma. It wasn't a puzzle, you just went in there and it was a long staircase. Now if you combine Ultra Megalopolis and all the other beast worlds, then I guess that could be an equivalent to the Distortion World, I'll give them that. But Platinum also had the Battle Frontier. What is the equivalent in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon to the Battle Frontier? The Battle Tree? No. The Battle Agency? No. Those are just two little, I mean, I'm not going to talk down on those. They're really cool, but they're not as expansive, as interactive, as nice as the Battle Frontier. The Battle Frontier was a dedicated facility, or I guess not facility, but it was just like a giant area with a bunch of different facilities with Frontier Brains, badges. We don't have anything like that in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. We got episode Rainbow Rocket, and in Platinum, we got an expanded Team Galactic post-game, which in my opinion is way better because it expands on a story that we already knew, from Diamond and Pearl, and it made it way better. That's an enhanced version. We got the story expanded, new characters were introduced that actually mixed in well in Platinum. In Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, we got new characters that just came out of nowhere, just for the sake of explaining Necrozma and the story and mixing it in with Alola. In Platinum, we got brand new characters like Looker and Charon, but they all mixed in well with everything that was already going on. Not to mention Giratina also mixed in really well. Necrozma doesn't have much to do with Lunala and Solgaleo. He just came out and tried to steal the light, just use Lunala and Solgaleo as pawns. They're not really related in any way. So, I preferred the Team Galactic expansion to the story, and the ending, it was just a lot better in my opinion to what Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon brought to the table. Platinum was more whole than Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon was to me, and I gave you guys some examples. I mean, obviously everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but for its time, Platinum was definitely a better game, a better enhanced version than Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon was. Some things that I didn't mention with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are, I guess, the Alola Photo Club, the legendaries that were added, and I guess the added difficulty, because you guys remember that Ribombee fight That's pretty insane. So I guess, you know, it has that to it. There's a new trial at the end as well. I hope I'm not spoiling anything for you guys, but I mean, at this point, it's been a pretty long time, and this video is basically going to spoil everything, or I guess not everything, but I guess you should have been prepared for that. Some trials were revamped, but I still feel like Platinum's gym redesigns made the game feel more fresh than a revamp did in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. There were also side quests and side missions added to the game, and I guess that's really cool as well. But Platinum, in my opinion, still brought more to the table and still did it way better as an enhanced version than Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon did. The whole purpose of this video was for me to talk about how Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon could have been better games. Better enhanced versions even. They shouldn't have been enhanced versions because we were past that, but they didn't even compare at that to the previous enhanced version. I know there's a good amount of people who like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and had a lot of fun with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but the vast majority, I feel like, and this is just what I think from what I've seen, you know, because I know Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon sold well, and that's great. But at the same time, for us who didn't like the change that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon brought, or the lack of change that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon brought, the sales numbers being good is not good for us, because that means that Game Freak is not going to see a problem with it, and with the next release, they're just going to do the same thing. They're going to release 2 more copies of enhanced versions again, because they know it's going to sell well, and they're just going to do it again, and they're not going to care, because good sales equals we did something right. And there was no backlash. The Pokemon Company and Game Freak don't get any backlash, ever. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. I mean, not on a major scale like EA, and I don't want them to get major backlash. That's not what this is about. I want them to do better next time, because Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, there's a lot of stuff that could have been way better. Maybe a Battle Frontier, but I guess that wouldn't work because Alola's brand new to the Pokemon League and the gyms thing, so I guess Battle Frontier is out of the question. And I mean, that's very convenient, right? Like, Alola's brand new to this stuff, so a Battle Frontier wouldn't make any sense. But what about an extra island? Like a brand new island where a post-game thing happened. The episode RR could have happened on a different island where you went underground. Something similar to the Sevi Islands in Fire Red and Leaf Green. We got like a whole bunch of different stuff for that. An episode RR happened in one castle, and all the floors were basically the same. So, I mean, something like that could have happened. We could have made it happen on an island. Maybe it could have even happened in the Sevi Islands. Like, that would have been sick. And it would have made sense with the entire region. I could sit here forever and talk about how Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon could have been better and made it a better experience for everybody who supported the game's release, and even for the people who bought 2 copies. But I don't want to sit here and talk trash about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon forever, so I'm just going to stop right there. That's not what I want to do. I just want to, I guess, provide feedback on what could have been. But it's mostly venting as well. I know a lot of you guys feel the same way. Some of you don't, and that's okay. But that was basically how I feel about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. My thoughts, very disorganized thoughts, but I mean, it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to click like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.